I'm Bill Heran, the author of The Missing Piece, and today is April 27th. The topic for today is Where I End and Where You Begin. The quote today is from Brene Brown, and she says, "When we fail to set boundaries and hold people accountable, we feel used and mistreated." There are many books, articles, and papers written about the importance of personal and interpersonal boundaries. Boundaries are defined as intentional spaces or limits to prevent unwanted behaviors or emotional harm committed against you. Boundaries also refer to defining a separation from my thoughts and feelings with others and emotional states. For example, when a parent necessarily becomes sad when their adult child is sad, or a spouse experiences verbal abuse from their partner and feels unable to set limits on their toxic speech towards them. Using the most basic understanding of boundaries, which implies keeping people out or in, we see boundaries most often in the form of fencing, or walls, or water. A prison uses a wall to keep people in, while the neighbor might install a fence to keep people out. A door and all of its hardware is also a boundary. We have a front door of your home without hinges, a doorknob or a lock or even a peephole could make the door useless in helping to define your feeling of safety in the home. The same is true in our relationships with others. Do we have the proper hardware to intentionally set limits and create safe spaces against others who may have toxic agendas? A boundary needs to be functional, but not impenetrable. Too many people who construct a lovely wall around them find it difficult to learn from others and allow those in who may challenge us with good intentions. Let's look at semi-penetrating boundaries with clear inclusionary and exclusionary criteria for admittance. The other function of a boundary is to define where I end and where you begin. The restless mind promotes relationships that are enmeshed, entangled. I'm not sure whether I have my own emotions or my thoughts of my own. Maybe I'm borrowing from how you feel, how you think. When you are sad, I'm sad. When you're happy, this is when I'm happy. This unclear perception of yourself makes you question your thoughts and emotions while holding a strong sense of allegiance to the other instead of defining what may make you happy or sad. The most disturbing quote I've heard in my many years of speaking with parents who feel the emotions of loved ones who have an addiction or a substance use disorder is, "I'm only as happy as my least happy child." You can see the enmeshment message in that statement. Today, let's focus on learning how to intentionally become freed from enmeshment and entanglement. Thank you for joining me today in this reading of The Missing Piece. You can go online and buy the book if you like on Amazon, or you can continue to join me with these uh, digital readings of the book. Thank you very much and have a good evening.